Oh no. Oh no. Is your work transformative? Yep. Do you think your work, have you produced non-transformative material? Absolutely. Okay. So some of you guys may have seen, but what's going on right now is that there's a content creator war at the moment. Basically it's a bunch of streamers versus a bunch of YouTubers. It's YouTuber versus streamer once again, based on whether or not it's okay to sit around watching other people's content without putting any effort into it, and like getting up from your chair and just walking away as like other people's content plays to entertain your chat like it's daycare. Listen, we do reacting here, but I like to add on to things. I typically don't react to things that I agree with, mostly because I don't feel like I have much to add. I feel like I'd just be playing things that other people have and have said. I'd much rather just send you to the video or play bits of it that I think are important that I can add on to it instead of the whole thing. I think there's ethical ways to do reacting. I feel like a lot of people don't. And obviously, people like Xqc Cow, honestly, are on the side, is on the side of you can just react to whatever you want as long as I don't get sued. It's like not a problem and nobody should care at all. This started off by people getting on House on Pecker and Xqc Cow for reacting to a video on the killing of JFK. Xqc added, I think, 10 minutes of talking in a 2-hour long video, and Hassan added like I think an extra hour onto it, so that was cool. But yeah, there's a lot of reacting stuff going on. I just really feel like it should be talked about. I would just feel really bad about yoinking someone's content like that, you know what I mean? I just don't think it's okay. But anyways, Ethan from H3H3 and Xqc Cow have been at it for a little bit on the Bird app. And it seems like they're going to bring their beef into the streets because now they're on stream together and they're going to do a little talking. I just want to see what's going on.
Hey, Felix, can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound like deep fried, bro. And also, I see myself on a delay. Look.
Okay, hold on one sec. We'll get it right before we start.
Okay, one sec.
Is there like
Dan
closed captions? There aren't. I'm so sorry,
Figured
guys.
around a little bit. How are you?
I'm doing good. I didn't sleep yet, but I'm chilling out. What's up?
You said you didn't sleep yet?
No, because I didn't want to.
Okay, sleep is optional for you.
Sleeps for the week.
Sometimes, yeah.
So how much do you sleep
okay.
usually in like a per night average?
I'll get like 6, 7.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, wait. Yeah, so like Ethan and Hassan were talking about the whole reacting thing, and obviously Hassan's pretty guilty for the. I mean, he's the progenitor of some of them. I mean, like this one, the Hassan Biker cosplay. Oh man, I'm gonna do a killing at the next VidCon. Oh, it's gonna be so good. But like, he's a progenitor of that, you know what I mean? He's one of the most well-known get up from the chair while other people's contents are playing in the background type guy. So they were having like a little bit of back and forth there. Ethan was obviously more on the side of like, you shouldn't be like getting up and doing that type of stuff. Hassan was like, well, I mean, and Xqc was watching it and he decided that it would be funny to make fun of Ethan's tics, because Ethan has Tourette's, and Xqc wanted to like meme on him for it because it's funny to be stupid and disrespectful to people because they don't like you just yoinking other people's content like a maniac.
It is most likely from a fan channel that took a straight VOD rip and posted it on YouTube and is monetizing it themselves. It's not touching me in any capacity. And
can I be honest with you?
What?
There will be a time, in my opinion, where there'll be some legal hammer that will come down on streamers, and there will be a time.
Chat. There will be a time where people don't even use cars anymore, dude. There used to be a time people were gonna start flying. Chat. There's a time, chat. There's a time, chat, where people are gonna be teleporting, dude.
Okay. Nice one, brother. Nice one. Very funny. Hilarious even. Nice one, dude. Great job. He will he will soon know punishment, inshallah. He thinks he's so smart. I don't think he thinks he's so smart. I just think that he's richer than other people, so he can just do whatever he wants. That's what I personally think, but that's just me though.
But it just takes me a while to go to sleep, and when I go to sleep, otherwise sometimes I'll skip a day or two.
Is that why he acts like that? He doesn't get any sleep, so his brain is always fried. Is that why he talks like that too? He's always running on like 20% brain power, and it would, like, honestly, all this would finally make sense. How many ADHD meds is bro on? None. He's just from Quebec.
But you seem to not care about it, or at least you push it as far as it can go. So you seem like the right person to talk about it with.
Okay, so I think there's 3 points to that. I don't want to get too debatey yet, but basically, I think I value a good life product, right? 1. 2, I think I'm the right guy because I do a lot of it. I do good reacts, bad reacts, but overall I do a high density of reacts. I do a lot of it. But on top of that, against popular belief, I guess these days, I ask for permission a lot, and I try to make an ecosystem where things are good and not conflictual.
Right.
That's the main point. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Okay, so what? He asks for permission a lot. I'm not sure if he's ever said that or has any proof of that. He has never argued that he really gets permission to restream other people's work a lot or always. I don't know. It seems like it's just a lot, and not always, I guess. My big problem, honestly, is when you re-upload to the same channel. When you re-upload the video and the reaction when it's really not a good reaction back to YouTube, you can gobble up people's SEO and how they do in the algorithm. Like we talked about it with Lamino's video on JFK. Basically what happened is that like his video came up first because he's a big content creator. But right after that was Xqc and Hassan's just like really eating into his SEO, right? And yeah, a lot of people watch the original video, then watch a reaction from somebody that they like, but I still think using the same metadata that the original video does can help cannibalize a lot of their views. And I just think it's really rude, especially when the react is really bad, because it's different for a lot of streamers, because a lot of the times they do this type of stuff and then it just gets uploaded and then ripped straight from the VOD back onto YouTube with the same metadata, because it's obviously the same exact topic because they just watch the video. And it can be problematic for the YouTuber. When it's not as big of a problem on YouTube, because to just do that on YouTube, you would basically have to just re-upload their video, which is obviously way different. A lot of other YouTube channels, they would like do editing in the video and do a lot of cuts, and they wouldn't be playing the whole video. With a lot of these people, they play the whole video, if not the vast majority of the video, which makes it a way more difficult to justify what they do, I personally think.
okay, that's all fair. That's all good. I want to make one. I guess I want to make one thing clear at the top, is that I want to focus on the YouTube uploads, because the Twitch streaming itself, I feel like, is too much of a gray zone, and there's industry standard. I would be less.
I'm not personally sure if I'd say an industry standard. I do think there's like a level of decorum that your average streamer should abide by, and I hope that I do a good enough job. Like if I don't, like, not watching the whole video, watching just, parts of it, if I've pre-watched it or skipping around a bit. And so there's always something for other people to go back to and watch the original video for. But once again, I guess this channel's different, and I just don't watch things that I just straight up agree with that often or just think are interesting. I think I'm interesting enough so I could just talk. I personally don't think I need to play anybody else's video to entertain my chat. I think I could just do it myself, but that's just me personally. So yeah, Xqc is like the biggest streamer. When it comes to subscribers, actually Hassan has more active subscribers than Xqc. And there are other YouTubers who have more concurrent viewers than Xqc. But he's one of the biggest. Yeah, he's up there. Like, I'd definitely say top 10. He floats around top 10 a lot. I would definitely say that. Yeah, 100%. Especially English speaking, I'd probably say he hovers typically around like top 5. biggest content creators in the space, depending on what he's doing, obviously. Doesn't Kai have the most Twitch subs? No, another guy who you've never heard of has the most Twitch subs. Kai had the most Twitch. Kai broke the record for the most Twitch subs when he was doing his 30 days stream where he did where he did something like every hour for 30 days straight on stream for 30 days. And then, but obviously like that's not permanent and those views and those subs drop off. And now Kai was arrested for apparently inciting a mob in New York City, which is genuinely crazy, but we'll talk about that later in the stream.
I would be more hesitant to call what happens on Twitch a violation of any kind. So I just want to focus on what you upload to your YouTube channel. Is that okay?
Okay, so that's gonna be a yes and a no, because I truly believe that Twitch is somewhat of a competitor on VODs. If Twitch didn't have VODs, then that'd be wrong. That'd be right. But Twitch has VODs, and all the VODs stay up. When people react, they leave the VODs up. And it's quite the same thing as being able to watch or listen to music on stuff that remains in the VOD.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think like Twitch just has a much smaller audience than YouTube by like orders of magnitude. So I think that's why a lot of people would probably be like, you know, it's kind of, it's like a little bit more whatever. Personally, I don't get like the craziest amount of views on VODs. I think X and other content creators like him, they get around like between 100,000 to 300,000 views on their VODs. Honestly. And so, yeah, I mean, yeah. You can easily make the same argument. I just think that when people typically talk about Twitch streamers doing it and it being on Twitch, it's a completely different site. Those videos weren't uploaded to Twitch. And so, and Twitch and YouTube viewers are a bit different. There's a lot of overlap, but it's not 100%. You know what I mean?
Just for the sake of having a good argument, I'll do that, except for when the topic matters.
Sure. Right.
It really matters. If it doesn't, overall fine. But there are certain points that like it plays a big role into it. If it's too big, I think I want to ignore it. But
you know what? That's 100% fine. I guess I'm just saying that for myself, so that when I'm talking, you understand that I'm talking about your YouTube channel and not making general statements about what's happening on Twitch. Okay?
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I guess my first question for you to start is that, do you think your work is transformative? Of course, that's one of the main tenets of fair use. Do you think your work is transformative?
Yes.
You do?
Okay. That is definitely debatable, but I guess we'll see. Now, I've never seen every single React video that X has done, but in some of the ones that I've seen, I definitely could see a judge ruling that it was absolutely not transformative though.
Yep.
Wait.
Here, I mean, okay, because I was watching you yesterday, and here you said it's absolutely not transformative. Here it is.
You don't have to care. That's totally fine. But do you agree that you've created non-transformative reactions?
100%. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We've agreed.
So.
Oh no. Oh no. Is your work transformative? Yep. Do you think your work, have you produced non-transformative material? Absolutely. Okay. Is that Destiny? That's not Destiny. It's Destiny's video that he pulled it from. But no.
Here you say you've 100% made non-transformative reactions. Did you change your mind?
No, absolutely not. I didn't change my mind.
I think he's going to say that, yeah, I've made listen, because of course we do non-performative things, mostly because nothing I do is performative.
Nothing I do is performative.
Okay, so we need to understand that for one. I think he's just gonna say that I've done non-transformative stuff in the past, but like most of the stuff I do now is on the up and up. I've cleaned my act up. I'm doing good things now. I'm on the straight and narrow. I'm on the reactor straight and narrow. All right, no lawsuits my way.
The whole point is that nevers are really bad, because I think we all have stuff that is not transformative. If you do a full-on yes or no, I just kind of like play with the question, and that was kind of like.
So, but your work is not fully transformative. Some of it is not, by your own admission.
Yeah, some of it is less reactive. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Okay.
So, So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright, or like the fact that it's illegal? Does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
What? That's actually really surprising to me, because as a content creator, we really live in the gray area. We like, no, smiley face. Yeah, as content creators, we like super duper live in the gray area. Real. Like, I think like most of what a lot of content creators do, if not almost all of what a lot of content creators do, is like illegal, technically. If game companies crack down and said that if their games can't be streamed, and other YouTubers crack down and said that their stuff can't be streamed on your content, then like I feel like 90% of content creators would like instantly just vanish. Well, streamers specifically, they would just vanish. Copyright law is stupid. I think, okay, I don't have a super strong opinion on copyright law. I know a lot of lefties have like really strong opinions. My thing is just like, I'm not educated enough in copyright law specifically to know. But what I do know is that it does need to be updated. And what I do know is that there should be some that exist. Mostly because big companies, if there wasn't, big companies would just troll, and I mean troll as in like the actual term, not like the internet meme term. They would troll like forums and YouTube videos and artist pages more than they do now, and then just like steal their shit. Just like out of nowhere, they just steal it. Right. And the thing that you'd be, if you were like a small content creator or a business person, you would see your stuff just like stolen by Sony or Columbia or Warner or anybody, because why wouldn't they? If they could outsource all of their ideas to people who can't, if they could just outsource all of their ideas to people who can't protect their copyright, then why the fuck won't they? I actually saw this happen specifically with a very unique hijab hoodie design, specifically that this one like Muslim fashion designer made, and she was posting her stuff online, and then a company was trolling her account, stole it, and then just started selling it as well. But thankfully she was able to put together the money to file a legal claim to stop them from doing that. In the world without any copyright, you wouldn't be able to do that, or patenting, you wouldn't be able to do that. When it comes to IP, I think a lot of IP is like super outdated, and I really think that large culture, I don't like the idea of large cultural touchstones and moments and important things to us as people are just owned by companies. I think that should definitely be done away with a lot of the time. I think like stuff like Mickey Mouse should not be like, other people should be able to like riff on that without legal repercussion most of the time, genuinely. Especially since a lot of the shit that Disney owns is stuff that they ripped from like the public domain in the first place and then copyrighted, which I think is pretty sick in a bad way. Not good sick. Not sick as in like I just hit like a 360 laser flip. Sick as in it makes me vomit. Copyright law is hurting independent music for decades now. It needs to be much more lax. Yeah, I definitely think so. Especially since we're in the realm where like art, the barrier for art has come down. Now we don't live in the olden ages where to be like a good musician, you have to be dead broke and basically groomed into being a good musician from the age of like 5, and then now work as a contractor for like your local duchess to make theatrical pieces, and the only time your average person actually hears what you play is if they're just kind of standing around in their whole pants after their 27-hour chimney sweeping job is done, while they have a moment to eat some bread and drink some E. coli filled water outside of the opera hall that you're playing at, you know? Like I definitely think that needs to be done away with. But I think that, I don't know, I really feel like there are times when IP laws do really come in clutch for smaller people. I think you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm not like a lawmaking guy, I'm just some guy. At the end of the day, I do really think if it's possible to have like a progressive IP law system, I think that would be epic, if I'm going to be honest with you. So like the more popular it is, the more popular in like the domain it is, the less restrictions that a company, especially a big company, can add onto it. So things like, a lot of the merch that you have for a lot of the media that you watch is not sanctioned by the company that owns that media specifically. I think I can here. See that? That poster right up there is a poster made by an Etsy artist for Mugen Train, and we will not be talking about the content in that art. But anyways, it's epic, and it's better than what I think Shueisha or whatever has ever put out for. This is the one that I like the most, and this technically, to be bought and sold, is illegal. The only thing is that companies don't think that it's worth the money to go like shoot down small Etsy shop owners, unless your name is Nintendo. Most of the time, we should have progressives try to update IP laws. That would be really cool, don't you think?
Well, if flat out doesn't, because
But that's fair. That's totally fair. And so because it doesn't matter to you, I don't think there's any point to really even discuss.
Well, I can elaborate a little bit.
Go ahead, please.
And open the door a tiny bit.
Okay,
just
sure,
to
buddy.
give you a general angle. I truly believe that usually the people that enforce it are the ones that have a problem with it, right? The problem with the nature of the content itself. Because in terms of legality, right? Technically, if I'm playing.
Oh, is bro arguing that like since he hasn't been sued yet, it must not be that big of a problem to the people who he's like basically stealing from? Is that? Well, none of them have taken me to court yet, so they must be okay with it. Apparently, there are only two genders: lawsuit and theft, and that's basically it. You know how dogs is and all. You know how streamers is and all that.
Some Telltale game. Well, I mean, they could take me down anytime they want, right? Because that's their game, and I'm yoinking their stuff, right? So legality-wise, they could clap me for everything I've got, but for just playing their game.
Sure, yeah. But obviously, well, so fair use is decided on a case-by-case basis by a judge or jury. So it's hard to do big sweeping generalizations about what is and what isn't. But ultimately, if I understand your position, you don't really care about the legality of it. You're more like concerned with the philosophical thoughts of reacting to content.
The limitations of that is that I care enough about it to where it affects me, right? So
You only care if you're about to get sued. Honestly, true. Average streamer.
have to care
like
because it's the legality of it, right? Like if somebody wants to strike down, wants to send out a claim, whatever, well, I have to act on that, right? So whether I care or not, that will happen,
Right.
and it happens all the time. Except I like to create an environment where I engage with people and content that are not going to do that because they believe in the mutually beneficial nature of the interaction, such as video games. Even though the video games could strike me and that they want for just playing their game on my stream.
Is that why he streamed the Dark Knight trilogy? Sorry, is that why he streamed like the Dark Knight movie and Hell's Kitchen? He thought that nothing bad was gonna happen. He thought they was Warner Bros. Discovery, well known for not suing anybody over their copyright. The whole movie, yes, the whole movie. Good start. Xqc instantly flirts with kick ban by streaming entire Batman movie. Okay. The French-Canadian star was about an hour into the film during his stream on June 19th when the Kick staff member entered the chat and pinned a message saying, "We would like to notify you that streaming the specific content is a violation of our DMCA policy. Therefore, we kindly ask you to stop the live stream and be aware that we need to remove the current VOD containing this content." XQC stopped streaming the movie immediately and admitted the platform's swift response made sense. The entire VOD, including the clips, were promptly removed. It didn't mention anything about a ban, but according to Kick's DMCA policy, if he does it again, his channel could be suspended. Similar to how Twitch handles it. I think it's crazy. Bro was sitting there streaming an entire movie. He was just like, "Yeah, hey, it's free. It's free real estate, bro. Let's go." I mean, like, I guess they stepped in quicker than they stepped in when it came to Aiden. I almost forgot his name, Aiden Ross, because Aiden Ross streamed the entire Super Bowl instead, which I do also think that's kind of insane. Actually, very insane. And it puts every single Kick streamer at risk because of him doing that. Kick could easily be taken down because of that, which is very funny. Also, Hunter x Hunter anime companies are well known to have lax copyright enforcement. Yeah, but they typically don't have the resources to go like trolling every single forum and every single Etsy shop to ban everything regarding their stuff a lot of the time.
Right. And so, okay. So I think my point is that we can kind of skip this whole conversation and move on to the, because I think we both agree if we did a fair use analysis, and you admit that when you says it's not transformative, that a lot of the stuff you
analysis
would fail the fair use test. So we're on the same page. Yeah.
And also a lot of your stuff too. So we're in the same boat pretty much.
Probably not as much, no.
So I did a little stats. Maybe you don't want to hear it, or because you want to But
true.
By density of content, with how much you upload as a person, as a channel, I upload this much, right? Overall, because I have a lot of runtime, you upload about this much. If you were to break down the percentage of non-transformative content, your ratio is almost higher as mine.
I have no.
Wait, what is bro waffling about? Wait a second. Can I? What's happening here?
But by density of content, with how much you upload as a person, as a channel, I upload this much, right? Overall, because I have a lot of runtime, you upload about this much. If you were to break down the percentage of non-transformative content, your ratio is almost higher as mine.
I have no idea what you're trying to say right now.
Ethan, dumbass, he obviously uploads this much and you upload this much. So you're literally the same ratio. Have you ever seen that before? You don't understand. The this much and the this much for this much of my stream and this much of yours is very similar. When is he talking about videos watched per capita? Is he like per 100 streams? It's like how much is like video reaction? Is that what he's trying to say? I actually don't get it. Let's see if he can explain
that more. I don't understand this much, that much. You gotta explain that a little more.
So the content you upload on your YouTube and on your channels, right? The things that are on YouTube, because you don't want to do Twitch.
Talking about my podcast?
Doesn't matter. Your content, the stuff that you upload, right? The stuff that you control and upload.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sure.
Stream or upload? Because they do have a clip channel where they do upload, but this is a live stream.
So overall, if you add all the content you put out there, right? I have about that much because it's a lot of runtime. It's a lot. I
have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
What do you
have
mean
proof
by that?
of that? Like you're just saying that much, this much. That seems a little silly.
I have one of the highest runtime across the internet in terms of like putting out content.
Oh, but fair use doesn't have to do with how long your stream is. It has to do with your comment.
Oh, is he trying to say that his streams are sometimes 27 hours long? So that's why if he watches somebody's entire video while eating and like sleeping, it's okay because he's gonna stream for another 20 hours. So he's trying to think of it as like, well, my stream's long and the video is a part of the stream and it's only a small amount of the stream. So that's why, and so it like the average amount of like reacting he does is like 2% of the entire stream. So that's why it's not as bad as Ethan, who streams for like 3 hours. And so the percentage of time that the video would take up in the stream would be a larger percentage than like his. If that's the case, then wouldn't you be able to just get out of the entire thing by just like getting up from the camera after you're actually done making content and just letting just let the stream run for another like 30 hours? And so you could just go to the judge and be like, Judge, this is a 50-hour live stream. I only reacted to that entire movie that was 3 hours long. It's such a small percentage of the actual stream, Your Honor. All right, brother. I mean, yeah, I guess you can try that. I'm not sure if it'll necessarily work out for you.
Commentary on the video. If your stream is 12 hours long and you're reacting to an 8-minute video, it doesn't matter. It matters what you said about the 8-minute video. It doesn't matter how long you stream for. So I don't understand your point.
So if you let me elaborate on my point instead of breaking the semantics, right? Because you could
Not
went
semantics.
against.
But what are you talking about? he just didn't he just explain what his opinion was and then stops talking? How's he like, you stop talking? What do you mean? Did he cut him off?
That's how fair use works.
Okay, we're not even talking about the nature of the content yet. Fuck the content. It could be a blank.
Hold on, just to be clear, you said you don't do fair use, but I don't also. So we're talking about fair use, just to be clear, right?
Okay. Let's reel back a little bit and stop being stupid for a minute and just kind of like listen.
Why is bro so angry? Oh my goodness. What happened? Wait, did Ethan, was Ethan really mean to him or something? Why? Yeah, bro's definitely like, he's mad here. I knew that he was, you know, poking at Ethan a bit. I didn't think that he was going to be so angry at him. What did Ethan kick this guy's dog or something? Did he piss in his Cheerios? What's going on here, man?
I'm listening.
Wasn't it X who was making fun of bro's texts? And now he's like, how dare you? How dare you?
You said that I upload non-transformative content. Yes, you said that.
You said that too, but yes.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%, yeah. And I said that you do too, right? And I'm not saying so you would say, oh, but dude, it's like a U2 double fall fallacy, right? But in the instance where you try to take the high road and say, well, I don't do this, guys. Well, you do. And my next point is that in amount of content that you upload, you're non-reactive. There's actually quite a lot.
I don't know what that means. You have to.
What is he saying? What is this argument? What's he getting at? I genuinely don't understand what he's getting at. I don't know what bro's waffling about. I don't get it. He's drunk? No, he just acts like this. He literally just acts like this. Xqc explains why his argument is invalid while making it. I know X likes to do this a lot when he gets into like back and forth with other content creators. He likes to say, well, you did something kind of similar to the bad thing that I did, so you can't like get at me about it. And I guess he's like tired of people saying that he gestures at imagined hypocrisy instead of actually answering the question.
To stop saying that. It doesn't mean anything. You're just saying stuff.
Well, I'm saying that
you're just doing this. You do a lot of this and this. There's no stats. There's no data. I don't even know what you're referring to. I mean, if you want to talk about stats and data, there's one specific video that I just analyzed. Just picked one out of the lot. A rapper who got a $20 Anne Frank tattoo. This is let me just read off some stats, and you can tell me if mine matches up or is worse. So this is a video uploaded to your channel 10 days ago. A rapper who got a 10-minute Anne Frank. Sorry, a $20 Anne Frank face tattoo, okay?
What is that? What is that? Bro, what the hell? What? Oh, what in the hell? That thing looks like a sticker from Gmod. What is going on? It looks like one of those bullet hole portraits from Counter-Strike. That's crazy, dude. It looks like the world's worst woodcutting. What's wrong with them? The rapper who got a $20 Anne Frank tattoo. The rapper who got a $20 Anne Frank face tattoo. Wait a second, he literally just stole this is what I was talking about. This is the type of like really like shitty thing that I was talking about where you steal the SEO, okay? I don't care about him stealing like Sunny V2's SEO because the guy's a piece of shit. But anyways, like he literally stole the same exact. He literally stole the entire title. He's ripping his entire metadata. Like because of this, people who look up something similar may get Xqc's video above the video that he's reacting to, the person who actually made it. This is what I'm talking about.
So the original video's runtime is 9 minutes and 13 seconds. Oh, sorry, no. The original video is 8 minutes, 33 seconds, okay? The video here that you uploaded is 9 minutes, 13 seconds. That means you...
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, bro, I was literally just re-uploading it with it. If that's the case, why not just re-upload the video with like a PNG image of yourself with like with like AI generated random sound bites of your own voice just playing while their video plays, if that's the point. Just make it cheaper. Add Chat GPT into the mix and then and now he's welcome to Web3, bro. It's React content from the future. I respect that more, not gonna lie. Bro did not care. He's like, bro's like, video's over. See you later, guys. That's it.
You added 40 seconds to an 8.5-minute video, adding 7.8% runtime. Actually, I even did you a favor. I condensed all of your commentary on this specific video into just a short video because it's only 40 seconds. So I'll show
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Well, this is important because what you say, the commentary does matter. Because
before you finish, let me go. So
Oh no, he's gonna defend himself. Oh no.
you're about to prove me right. I said I do non-transformative dog shit, and you're about to show me non-transformative dog shit.
okay, fair. So I don't have to show it to you.
I mean, go clap me because I mean,
As you see, Ethan, I'm already one step ahead of you. I know my content is garbage. I know it's illegal. You can't do anything. You can't one up me. You can't do it. I know. I'm 12 steps ahead. It's shit. I knew it when I uploaded it. Ethan. Okay, you know what? Honestly, instead of making good content, make content so bad that it's so undefendable that your enemies don't even have anything to say. Holy. You're gonna prove me right. You're right. I am shit. Excellent move. Let's see how that works out for him.
Okay.
that's like saying I'm white
True.
and I'm on camera.
Well, you said that
Like,
yours is more transformative than mine, so I don't understand the consistency, the point you're trying to make.
Now that you've brought that up, I mean, sure, let's take
Well, hold on. Before you do that, let's just. Well, I do think it's interesting because the
I do
commentary
wanna
does
see.
matter.
Okay, do that.
College.
What?
For any
Where?
artist to time, Arnold began to notice that
Music?
Arnold didn't have the best voice, recognized as one of the
What the fuck am I watching? I mean,
the
it that
Fred
hey.
Play's tattoo was finished.
Wait, that shit-
instant response from those who
That did
knew.
pretty good actually.
Can
What the
someone
fuck?
tell me when
That guy's really good who did
sent
that.
The argument that every Arnold explained
Not the sneeze. Oh wow, he really did him a favor. He counted the sneeze as commentary. Your Honor, I should not be sued for this. My amazing
That did pretty good
commentary.
actually. What the fuck?
tell me when
That guy's really good who did that.
the argument that
You know what? He did him a real big favor because not only did he put in the sneeze, he did the wind up to the sneeze as well. The performative nature of this man is truly something different.
Arnold explained
Bro, that crowd though. Oh, is that Tana? What the fuck? Adam 22. What the
wasn't of
fuck?
interest to Arnold.
But why do you always pick the
anyway,
dumbest
as he only
Reddit
cared
comments?
about the abuse
I
it had
guess.
in anarchy
I thought they had like
after
one
the
song.
management told-
Fair enough. Hey, that's legit. Shit. I think yeah, one song. Well, anyway, he's like Kappa.
During the line,
He
I'm a
talks
pastor.
normally and shit. Wait,
feel good about themselves.
chat said mutually.
So that's the entirety of the commentary you added to his 8, and I think it's even fair. And I know you don't defend yourself on this, so I guess it's kind of a moot point. But the quality of the commentary, like you have to be commenting, analyzing, being critical of the content you're watching for it to be fair use. But that doesn't matter, right? Because you don't even believe it is.
Ethan, I think you're right. I think you got me. So I think instead, I think we should get an example, one of your examples then.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's get one of your examples that show me the guidelines, what I should do to react. How do I post that in chat? Can I post this right here? Click on that. So instead of having my example of it, I think we should use yours instead.
Does a sneeze count as 1 or 2 syllables? It counts at, I mean, like, if you just, I think his was 1 syllable. He was just like, tuh. If you do a, achoo, that's 2 syllables. If you do a, achoo, that's when it start, you're starting to get into transformative. Okay, I see it.
So I could learn how to be a better creator. How about you click on that?
Good idea. I'd love to check it out. Oh, I have to open it. Okay, I'll open it.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
1 second here.
Listen to the other.
So yeah, you uploaded to your Xqc Clips channel. You uploaded 5.
You'll see.
Dude, you're.
It's trend.
Oh, you
Send it.
uploaded 5. Well, I just want to explain it. You uploaded 5 clips. Or wait, shit. You upload on this channel so fucking much.
Play it.
He's gesturing at Imagine Hypocrisy. Yeah, but that's like every single, because like I'm not sure if he learned. It's like the easiest type of defense of yourself that you could possibly do that convinces stupid people that you're actually right. You're like, well, you're criticizing me, but you kind of did something kind of similar, so I basically am allowed to keep doing bad. Listen, we could all do bad things. That just means we're all wrong instead of like all right, so you should stop. We all should stop, you included. Xqc literally mentioned the fallacy that he's about to do. Yeah, like he's been told that it's a fallacy. He just thinks the fallacy is good. He knows that it doesn't make any logical sense. It's been explained to him several times that he knows that it doesn't make logical sense. He just keeps saying it anyways because he thinks that it works.
Ethan shows Xqc how transformative reactions are done. Number 4. This is the one you uploaded.
Yeah. Number 4 works. Oh, number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all good. So here it is. So you can.
Hours. Okay, King.
Jesus.
Finally over. Logan Paul apologized.
Do you notice a problem already, Felix? There's a cut here.
Okay, King.
Wait,
Jesus.
I gotta move my face so you can see his. Wait one moment. And let's go here really quick.
Why is there a cut there?
Huh?
Yeah, there's
True.
a cut here.
So whenever you play my video, did I say, wait, Ethan? I think I've seen something on the screen right there. Is that a dead pixel? Is that just play the fucking video, bro? Jesus Christ.
Okay, but it undermines your argument if you're showing an edited clip. If you're cutting out my commentary and then trying to say you do fair use, this seems a little silly. But I'll play it.
Play the video.
Jesus.
Finally over. Logan Paul apologized.
Coffeezilla, your slang is. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, more like an internet criminal.
Oops, wrong video. That was the first response. He
There's
actually
10 seconds of
apologized
him sitting
in
there like a
another
moron.
response.
Look at this idiot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not high effort.
No. This is
editing
like
is not high
theft.
effort.
I mean, hold on. Here,
Hold on,
let me
wait a
get
second.
a
That's not
taste
it
of
either.
this. He didn't talk about it. He's literally just sitting there quietly for the first 30 seconds. You should sue him. Fuck you, Xqc, you beef bitch.
Turns out it's actually on his
40
secondary
seconds.
channel.
So if she chooses
I'll play the whole thing. Just let me know when to stop. If you want me to.
It's entitled "Thank
introductory
You,
statement.
Coffeezilla." It's the third response.
They could
Are
sue
no
you,
longer
and they
being
would
circulated.
and they would be.
Is this supposed to be a dunk? So he clipped together a bunch of times when 10 seconds passed of a video playing on Ethan's stream, and he's trying to say that they did the same thing. So adding 40 seconds to a 9-minute video and letting a video play for 10 seconds is the same thing to him. Just so you know, this is why people keep telling X that he doesn't make good arguments and he only uses fallacies, because I just genuinely don't think he understands other people or what he's doing.
Be right to sue you, I think. They would be in the right.
I think so.
Thank you.
Paul, and it's a pretty big change in Logan's attitude so far. So Logan's going to hire me.
What? Do you want to keep watching?
I'm just wondering, because the guy says, I wonder what he has to say. I wonder what you have to say about this, because I'm watching you and you haven't said shit yet. So, I mean.
Well, you told me to let the clip play.
Hey, Ethan, stop talking while the video's playing, okay? Play the video. Huh, I'd like to know what you have to say, because you haven't said shit yet. You just sit there quietly, dumbfounded by your own hypocrisy. Huh, owned again. Isn't that right, XQ Cowers? So true. So true, Mr. Felix, man. You really got him with it. I thought that Canada was supposed to have better education than America's. I thought.
Do you want me to let the clip play, or do you want me to interrupt it? You got to choose a lane.
I was trying to be creative with it and kind of do commentary at the same time. And I was asking the old Ethan, the guy that's morally above everybody, high roading, to react to it. But he's not saying shit. So there's like a problem with it.
Do you want me to keep playing it, or
keep going.
Okay, cool.
But in all seriousness, this video
That's a good one right there, boy.
does have
part of the same clip. You just went in and took out like 30 seconds.
Let's see.
Bullshit. For his video after he got absolutely bodied for his response, where he was like, "I'm gonna sue you. This is bullshit."
The other Ethan? I think he's talking about the Ethan in the video.
Oh, you played a video.
So is that
recorded without
is that like
oh yeah, it's part of the same clip. You just went in and took out like 30-second slices from it.
So basically, what you're saying is that you're going to the bar, right? And this part is like where you get in and where you get like a beer or something like that, right? And the rest of it, you just fucking say fucking just. Basically, it's like the intro. So if you put an intro, you're good. You say, guys, I have a video today, guys.
So
and
you don't
me.
understand how fair use works, and that's fine. But I don't know why you want to debate fair use when you don't care about it. Yes, what you say in the beginning matters, bro. You're analyzing, I'm contextualizing, I'm criticizing, I'm analyzing it. That's what fair use is. I'm transforming it. I'm not just sitting there and the audience isn't just watching the video while, you know, I mean, you do get up and go to the bathroom a lot. So I know that you want to, but that's fine because you don't care about it. But for you to think that this is proof,
you use me as an example for your indemnity. Is what you're saying.
Felix, do you think this clip is compelling? Do you see what I'm saying, that this example is really dishonest?
Okay, so in that clip, my editor edited your own words saying.
Oh, can I ask you something? Your editor.
Okay, Okay. Oh man, stupid streamer, you make me look bad. What's happening? This literally makes us all look bad. Just so you know, this is the impression people get when they hear about a streamer or something, man. This is crazy. This is crazy to me. So he genuinely doesn't get it. He doesn't understand how fair use works. He doesn't care about it either. What's the point of arguing about it? They even talked about that earlier, that there's no point in talking about how like fair use necessarily here because he doesn't know, understand, or care about any of it. And now he's just trying to make this point that he doesn't get, and it's not landing because he doesn't get it. He just doesn't understand what's happening. We need to build a border wall. I'm telling you, I think we have more problems coming down from Canada than coming up from Mexico, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Because like people who are in the country illegally, like go to work and they feed their families and they pay taxes. Like these people, they just bring trouble. They're troublemakers, okay? They're no angel.
Did this? Have you watched it?
Well, yeah, I watched it like you just did.
Oh, you did? Oh, you just watched it for the first time?
So the cuts are...
Have you watched the unedited version on my podcast?
Yeah, it's
okay. So then why was this removed?
If you don't let me talk, I mean, we're not gonna have a conversation.
Well, I just want to get to the point. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you to deflect. I want to know why you cut this part.
Then when you ask a question, you have to wait for me to answer. Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
You said, okay, go ahead, please.
Because you asked a question, you did 3 times. That's okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so there's 4 of them out of many of them, by the way. We only uploaded 4 because we didn't want you to go crazy with the DMCA stuff. Basically, it's pretty much a lot of it is.
Oh, did he think that H3 was going to copyright strike them?
Slice.
That's so funny.
Back to back. So yeah, there is a cut, but it's like you're pausing a video, but it's the same thing. You go in stretch of the 2.5, 3 minutes.
You haven't proven that. But here's what I will say.
Well, go to get another one. Go get the one from Meat Canyon. That one is you. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
You combo mustache twiddling, hair, and neck skin, and you do like this.
Yeah.
And you have all sorts of things, and that's major react, bro. I have to give it to you.
Right. No,
what is happening? You know, you can add commentary before and after a video if it's a short video. How long are Meat Canyon videos? Or Meat Crayon? I always think it's Meat Crayon. It's Meat Canyon, isn't it? Yeah, their videos are like 50 seconds to 2 minutes long, typically. Like 50 seconds to 3 minutes long. It's really, like, you can watch it and then, like, have it be a part of, like, 5 to 10 minutes. As far as I've seen, like, what I'm looking at is, like, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Oh, I mean, there's 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. A lot of them are pretty short. Like, it's pretty, like, you can add commentary before and after, especially if it's a really short video. Or if you're playing, like, just a bit of it. Yeah, like, yeah, about or less than 3 minutes long, yeah.
You're right. You understand this concept because you talk about it all the time. Meat Canyon is my friend who gave me permission to react.
Oh.
Bestie.
Oh, so it's about permission then. So now we're going to go post.
Well, hold on. It is.
What? Did he think this is a gotcha? What? What? Wait, is he comparing asking your neighbor if you could borrow their lawnmower to stealing your neighbor's lawnmower to cut your grass? Like, sure, if you like, yeah, he's like, well, sure, I may have broken into their property and taken their lawnmower and then used it for my grass, but you asked your friend if you could use their lawnmower. And honestly, we're in the same boat because we both use somebody else's lawnmower. Did this kid get like, I can't say kid because he's like almost 30, isn't he? Did he get like hit with a cinder block at some point in time? And this is how he ended up like this? Like, what happened? Was it like a cartoon type situation where he stood on like a painted red X on the ground and a baby grand piano hit him on the head and he popped out of the lid with like piano keys for teeth, and a little kid came by and played like Mary Had a Little Lamb on it with like birds flying around his head with stars? Like, what happened? How did he get like this? What happened? He's that old? Isn't he like 27? Yeah, I'm right. He's 27. Yeah, this is almost a 30-year-old man.
Hold on. Before we move on, I just want to make it clear that when you're accusing me of not adding enough commentary, that you did upload a clip that's deceptively edited and, I mean, frankly, dishonest. Why did you cut this beginning part?
Okay, so Ethan.
Why did you cut this?
Unfortunately, the problem that I have right now is that you're saying that now, and you're saying all this whatever, right? But it's quite literally you in the video that's edited that says he's sitting there.
There's cuts in it. It's not the video. How is, if there's cuts in it, how is that a representation of my analysis?
All right, then.
You know what X could have made a point here is if he did the same thing that Ethan did, where you pulled up the original length of the video and then you pulled up how much like he actually added to the video, or spoke about it. You know, how much he actually transformed it. But then he was just like, but instead he just said, well, you didn't talk for 30 seconds, so that's why it's just like what I did. What's happening, man? He would have lost by comparison. I think that's why he didn't do it. Also, I guess I gotta move my shit back.
Examine Exhibit B, the Meet Canyon one.
I already told you I had permission.
Okay.
So why do I need to look at that?
So now it's about permission.
That is one aspect, yeah.
In the video you're trashing me, you say he's sitting there for 40 seconds without talking. Mm-hmm. That's one of your major concerns or criticism. It's why it's highlighted so much in the video. But that's a big hit you can do at me. And I'm going to show examples of you multiple times where you go not only 40 seconds, you go 2 minutes without talking. So then right. I don't have to argue against you. You have to argue against yourself because these are your own words.
Well,
you can watch your own video.
So true, buddy.
You're right, because the 40-second thing is not a good analysis. That wasn't a good thing I said, because when you're considering fair use, you consider it in the totality of it.
Take it back.
No, you still are a content thief, in my opinion.
Take it back.
No, why would I take it back?
Because if you're going to reel it back and say,
I just said that wasn't a good analytical point. I still think you're a content thief.
Okay, but so take back what you said then.
Why?
Okay. I thought the 40-second thing was Xqc talking. No, so like basically what happened is that so basically like Ethan was like, oh, he made an exclamation about how like he's taking so much, like we watched a scene of him not talking for 40 seconds, you know, look how much he's not talking, right? It wasn't the strongest point that he made. And so X is like hyper focusing on that point that he specifically said you didn't talk for 40 seconds and tries to say like, well, other people don't talk for 40 seconds. So got you. When that's not even like, it's, so here's the thing, like there's a difference between arguments. Well, there's a difference between things that are like, well, here. In these type of arguments, there are things that can play into it that are additive, but not, I'm forgetting the words. Anyways, basically it's that there are supporting points that can't stand on their own, but help build a broader argument. And you can attack some of the finer details of some things. Like, yeah, not talking for 40 seconds could be part of you not doing something that's transformative. That's true. But it's in conjunction with the other things that he does that makes those 40 seconds stand out more than what other people as well. And so he's trying to hyper focus on like a much smaller non-load bearing pillar to the overall argument to be able to get out of this, which is cringe.
I believe it.
Speaks to
I apologize for the 40-second thing. I don't think it was a good analysis.
Okay. You want to go with the other comments that you made or not?
Huh?
You want to go with the other comments that you made or not?
Which comment?
We could go through all of them. Because you're wrong across the board. Every behavior you call me out on, you have done. in those videos.
Okay,
There's
if
four-
you
there's
say
four of them.
so. But why if do you want to? Okay, hold on. Let me ask you a question.
What about 12?
Why does that matter? Why does that matter?
Okay, because earlier you said, do you care about this all the time? Not all the time? And I gave you an answer. You were like, got him. He said not all the time. When you seem to be the guy who doesn't do any stealing or thieving, and I have 4 examples right there. And
you did not show an example.
Well, then get another one then.
Well, that's not my job. You're the one that's trying to prove it. Why the fuck should I go pursue and try to prove I don't do fair use? That seems stupid.
Wait, that seems like that's exactly what you guys have been doing on Twitter and whatnot, right? That's your whole concern.
Yeah, I'm showing stuff about you and not telling you to go find a video of yourself not doing fair use. That's moronic.
So you said thief, right?
Yeah.
Show me one.
Yeah.
I just did with the Anne Frank one. You did 44 seconds of commentary on an 8-minute, 30-second video.
Okay.
Where you
44, I will say 44 seconds is insane on an 8-minute video. I think that genuinely is crazy. I think that's genuinely like pretty crazy. That's so little. How can you like because it sounds like you can add like something to it. Only 44 seconds? I think that's wild to me. Like, you genuinely have nothing else to say? I think it's more surprising to me that he genuinely didn't have anything else to say. Because it seemed like a pretty interesting story. You couldn't talk for 2 minutes? You literally couldn't even talk for 2 minutes about a story that interesting? You had literally nothing to say? I don't know, that's just like, does he have a personality? I guess I don't watch him, so I can't say something that's strong, but like, man, that's crazy to me. Because the only time I would imagine that I would talk that little while playing something is if I'm having somebody like make a similar point and I'm going to be expanding on it after we have them talk. But like, that's wild. Wasn't he the guy that streamed The Dark Knight? Yeah, we look at that a thing about him him just streaming the whole over an hour of The Dark Knight movie before Kick representatives had to tell them that they're going to get sued by Warner Discovery and he needs to stop. How do you publish that on your channel and not be embarrassed? I don't want to say that he's not smart enough to be embarrassed, but I don't know, because it does take some people, you have to understand what you did wrong to be embarrassed. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody who doesn't think that it's a problem to shit yourself in public shits themselves in public, and like people are like, bro, you stink. What the hell? That's super weird. Get out of here. Like you have to know that you have to understand like shame or something. You have to understand that what you're doing is wrong to be embarrassed about what happened, or at least like have some feeling about it. I just don't think that in these examples he has the capacity to be embarrassed about what he does because he makes a lot of money. So yeah, I wouldn't. So it would make sense. Shameless. So I think that's the reason why he wouldn't be embarrassed. Like, he made a lot of money, so it doesn't really matter. Didn't get sued, made a lot of money, so anything else doesn't really matter. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.